To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. BYU has this offense clicking. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 15. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just...
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Brings into the open. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off. He's got it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Touchdown, BYU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Nakua. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Made a defender miss. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got his man down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Busts through behind his pad. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get into the 33. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Still looking on the move. He's turning it loose into the middle. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Finds his man, it's Jenkins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And BYU will get the first down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Finds some fresh air. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. BYU with the 1st and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Oh, he's got a chance. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it. And takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
One more play to pad the stats. From the gun, the running back has it. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.